want to get something done, ask, and don't be afraid, right? If you're going to ask somebody, go to the top, right? What's the worst that can happen? Is nothing. That's the worst. Nothing. They won't respond. And in this case, I was lucky. But in the past, I have reached out to leaders and prime ministers and other, people, and have asked, and I have had no response. Doesn't matter. But at least you ask. So again, when young people come to me and say, Colin, you're sort of 65 now. Well, what's some advice you can give me in my early career? And one of the ones is to say, don't be afraid to ask. Reach out and request, but make sure you're coming from good intention. Yet your intention is not self-serving. It's not about you. It's about what you can contribute and what benefit can you be to them. It's not always about trying to get what you want. Think about what you can give. So ask with good intention. My second piece of advice is always say yes. If someone asks you to do something, say yes to it. Because the yes means that you will try, you will explore, that you won't, I don't know. Now, of course, when I say yes, you don't say yes to everything. Like someone says, have you ever tried heroin? No, you'd say no to that, of course, right? So you have boundaries. But in terms of your profession, in terms of your work, in terms of opportunities, say yes. And there's such a wonderful liberation in this, because it'll sometimes take you to places you would not have thought of before, experiences you may not have even conceived of. In fact, that's how I got to Vietnam. Colin, would you like to come and work for a cement company in Vietnam? It's outside of Ho Chi Minh, near the Cambodian border. This was from the Australian government. Consulate, the consulate in Vietnam was providing training for local Vietnamese businesses, and it was part of Australia's contribution to supporting the growth of Vietnam. And they got training providers like myself, and of course I said yes. Right? I didn't know anything about cement. I didn't know anything about manufacturing in Vietnam. I didn't know anything about Vietnam at that point, apart from limited history. But that yes was wonderful.